What's up, everybody? Well, I figured I would do an unboxing video. So I was on Amazon and I decided to upgrade. I did my battery bank courtesy of my wife that is no longer with me. And we did 400 amp hours of battery. We did the Lifetime 200 amp hour BMS, 200 amp hour batteries. We got two of them, ran them parallel. And so obviously it is time to upgrade the solar system. So I was messing around on Amazon and I came across a EcoWorthy or EcoWorth or something like that setup that was about $700, and it was a 800 watt complete package. So I ordered it and it came in. So now we're gonna unbox it. I only brought one of the panels up because these things are big, and I wanted to make sure this one, there was some stuff rattling around, so I already had pre-opened it. But I'll just flip the tab open for you real quick. It really is a nice looking solar panel setup. I'll do another video a little bit more in depth when I get it hooked up, but it is literally just boxed normally. They did put some plastic corner caps on it just to keep it from getting too damaged. And then on this side, on the actual sun side, there is a thin line of foam, which you can't really see that well. Let me see if I pull it out on this side. Right there, that little thin line foam. It's kind of cool. You know, it was enough to make sure that it didn't get all like really messed up. But honestly, what do you expect when they package up solar panels, right? I mean, it's a box with a panel in it, a little bit of padding, fragile stickers all over the thing. So it made it here in one piece, and I'm happy about that. But I got 4 of them. Now, as for the rest of the stuff, literally, they just sent in plastic package paper. So this one right here is the charge controller. And something else, I have no idea what any of these are, so you know, hence the unboxing video. We're going to check out what each one of these individual boxes are, and I'm going to start with this little one that's got a little fragile sticker on it. If I had to guess, this is probably, yeah, so this is the Bluetooth module right here. You can see it, okay, and it's EcoWorthy, I guess. I don't know. Some people say that solar panels are more eco-friendly. Other people say they're really not. But a little bit of tape. And there's absolutely no padding in here that I can see. It looks like they give you your little caution symbol and a whole bunch of stuff like that. And then this is literally just in a Ziploc bag. Little bit of instructions on the inside. Kind of like a user manual for the model. And I mean, to be completely honest, this almost looks like today's drug baggies from dispensaries. It's pretty hilarious. But take a look at that. It's got your standard cable for your Ethernet and this little itty bitty module right here, which is kind of cool looking. So apparently this is the Bluetooth module. Don't know how much I'm going to use that, but it's good to have just in case. And next is the actual charge controller. So let's get this opened and see how they packed this up. Like I said, this was $689 for this entire set that I'm going to be unboxing for this video. And I actually, because this couldn't get shipped to where I am at and it couldn't go to my P.O. box, I actually had to call in a favor. And so a friend of mine, scratch that. Let's just be real. My daughter's mom ordered this. And so when I went to go pick it up, I just counted out $700 cash and I said, here you go. Here's the reimbursement for ordering it. Thank you very much. I'm extremely grateful for that. Okay, so this one's got a little bit better padding in it, I'll be honest. Another one of those labels. Looks like it gives you a user's manual. It's actually a pretty thick user's manual. That's like a small book. And this is the charge controller right here, which looks pretty cool. They put the padding right there, so it's got 4 corners of padding on it. Wrapped up in a bag. Looks like they give you, this is probably the temperature sensor, if I had to guess. Yeah, this is probably the battery temperature sensor right here in a nice little bag. And then the charge controller itself, which my other charge controller, I'm running 2 from all my other videos. You guys saw my hack job solar system that I put together. That's total budget system, by the way. I was on a severe budget when I did this whole build, okay? That's why I'm not too like, hey, check out my bus, okay? Because I had 28 days to make this thing livable. But this charge controller seems pretty beefy. My other one is an EP Ever MPPT, and I got the biggest one they had. So this one's pretty decent. It's got some okay terminals on the bottom. They're not exactly the biggest terminals, but that's okay. And this one is the MPPT 60 amp. So this is a 60 amp setup that you can get for a very cheap price. I mean, honestly, I was looking at Renogy, and Renogy for the same setup wanted $1,200. So literally this was like half the price, which I think is pretty cool, because if you're in a budget build, which I still am, mostly by choice at this point. It's not 100% mandatory, it's mostly by choice. For a budget build, that's a pretty good way to go. But when I saw this deal, I just couldn't pass up on it, because you get the 60 amp MPPT, which is what we just opened. You get 4 solar panels, and then we're gonna dive into the rest of the stuff, because there's tons of packages that came with this. So whatever this one is, you know, they got the good old battery label on it. So one of the other ones came in, you know, bags like this. Everything else pretty much is in bags like this. But we're gonna see what this is. And if I had to guess, yep. Okay, so with this kit, we got cables. Okay, it actually came with cables, which is really, really cool. A little interesting on the terminal sides on that. They did give you the other terminals. I don't remember what they're called. I don't care enough about this stuff to remember every little name and detail of every single little itty bitty part. For me, it's wires with connectors. So, like I said, I don't really care that much. I just need an upgrade, and I want to make sure I get one that's going to be sufficient for my setup. I am, however, going to keep my 135 and my 175 panel up on the roof, link them together, and run them through my other MPPT, so that I've got over 800 watts going into my battery bank. That way I can guarantee that I don't have any power issues. So there's this bag, which, like I said, each one of these is a mystery. Who knows? This kit was supposed to come with a whole bunch of stuff. And so instead of me telling you what it all came with, I might as well show you. Aha. So this one right here, it's the mounting brackets. And it looks like that's the mounting brackets for 2 to 4 solar panels. Yeek. Actually, no. 1 to 2. There's only 4 brackets in there. So depending on how you mount them will depend on how many panels you get to mount up with just this one bag alone. Then we'll go to the next one. Then they all came in a giant bag like this. So I'm guessing that all these other little ones, these must be the other mounting brackets. And I'll just tear them open real quick and verify. Yep, more mounting brackets. So if these are all mounting brackets, I'm not really going to show you too much more about what's in these bags. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. Show the same thing 4 times over. Yep. Okay. So 4 bags of mounting brackets, 4 brackets per bag, 4 panels, bingo. So 4 brackets per panel, there you go. Now on to the next set. So there's 3 more bags in here. So we're gonna find out what the smallest one is. Okay, and this one's more cable. So it looks like they've got some nice little terminals on the end of this one. And they even put heat shrink on it. It's pretty decent wire. It's all stranded. Give them some credit on that. And oh, so there's 3 of these, whatever it is. Aha, the splitters. There we go. Yeah, it even came with the junction splitters for tying your panels together. That's kind of cool. I'm actually wondering if these other 2 are more of these. I saw the kit, I read into it a little bit, and I bought it. Just said complete. I saw a picture and I was like, yeah, that'll work. So yeah, here's another one right here. So that's a total of 4. And that's exactly what this other one is too. So yeah, it's the same one. So you get a total of 6 of these splice connectors, which is really, really cool. So honestly, for about $700, I would say that is probably one heck of a deal. So now all I got to do is get them mounted up to the roof. I'm still debating on whether I'm going to build a frame or not. If I do, I'll show it to you later. If not, I'll still show you what I got together. But it's going to take a little while. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this boxing video, or unboxing actually. You know, throw a couple at it if you want to. If you did, share it with a friend, leave a like on the video, hit that subscribe button if you're interested. I don't do unboxing videos that much, but when I do special orders like this, or like my RC car, I will do an unboxing video if I think that it's worth, you know, putting up on YouTube. So the rest of the time, I don't even bother, man. I just shred that thing open and on my way. Anyway, you guys take care. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. You know what to do. I'll see you later.